So guys, if you can remember, before now I made a video about Mr. Daniel Bwala reacting to Tinubu's double citizenship. I read out his tweets on Twitter that have been making so much waves, you know, on the Twitter space. And also I want to share with you guys this video about Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu being seen in Guinea. And this video has been trending on the social media platforms, and you know people have been asking so many questions, as in people have been asking so many questions. So guys, Net Media has come up with this analysis about this video, and I tell you, you are going to enjoy this video. Just take your time and watch this video. A huge shout out to Net Media for putting this content together. So guys, just take your time, relax and watch this video, and I know you are going to like it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below.
This video of Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu in Guinea has been trending for a while now, with many people thinking that something else is going on other than what we're seeing in this video. Yes, something is definitely going on, but before we analyze what they are saying, let's identify the people in the video. Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu are known, even the man sandwiched between them. Although he might not be popular in Nigeria, he's a Malian named Ousmane Diarra, and he is a political player in West African Francophone. And if you're wondering where this video came from, he should be the first suspect. Watch here. He actually gave the phone to this guy to film, while the pilot is telling a second person to call Suma for him. Appelle-moi Suma. Appelle-moi Suma. Hey, Suma. Now, while the pilot was giving something to the person in uniform to give to Suma, he said, "Don't listen." That just means give him this. The guy filming this video mumbled something that's not very audible. It doesn't sound like French. Maybe it's a local language that he and Diarra understands. Replaying this video doesn't yield much. Enodro Fima Numan. There's a film inside, but the others aren't understood. This could be Maleke or Jula, as it's widely spoken around there. What he says doesn't make sense in French. It's only film that is understandable. And because he's close to Diarra, he didn't need to shout. His voice was drowned out by that of the pilot. Nevertheless, Diarra understood what he said, and what he said was a reference to Sanwo-Olu, because going by how Diarra responded, you will know that whatever the guy holding the camera said, he was concerned about what Sanwo-Olu was filming. Avion il a filmé, Diarra replies, which simply means that Sanwo-Olu videoed the helicopter. So why was the guy worried about his face possibly being captured by Sanwo-Olu? Or was he just being human and curious? Sanwo-Olu also went from doing a selfie to filming the pilot, or was it just the green grass and surrounding environment he was filming? Something must have made the guy not to want to appear in the video, because all the time he filmed, he never showed his face like someone who is excited to be around VIPs. He kept talking though while he was filming. Maybe he didn't know that his face was captured when Diarra handed him the phone. He wasn't exactly excited either. Or maybe he also felt that something was going on here that he didn't want to be part of or associated with in the future. In fact, in order to know what exactly happened here before they boarded the helicopter, this guy holds the key. Now, as the camera pans out, you will discover the markings on the helicopter. It says 3X-AAB. And notice the coat of arms of the government of Guinea. Also the flag. This means that this helicopter is part of the presidential fleet in Guinea. We will get back to the helicopter in a moment. Let's continue with the scene analysis. This guy standing here might just be an aide or the driver that brought them to this makeshift helipad in the white Toyota Land Cruiser. As the guy brings the helicopter in full view, you will notice the rough edges on the helicopter. This is important because this helicopter later crashed. The cause of the crash was not disclosed. Of course, the administration led by Alpha Conde at the time might have felt that they are not obligated to disclose the cause of the crash, even if an investigation was held. This report here says that it rained heavily for several days at the time, and Colonel Diallo was on a training mission with a sub-lieutenant, Sekou Conde. Why the journalist made the report was because it seemed the administration wanted to make it look like it wasn't this helicopter that crashed. So it might have been a combination of bad weather, human error, or maybe the state of the helicopter itself that led to the crash. Not what many people are saying and thinking that the pilot might have been a victim of something else that relates to this video. There's simply no evidence. Anyway, this happened in 2019 and this video was recorded a little bit earlier than that. As he turns, he brings the pilot in full view. The pilot looks like Colonel Abdoulaye Diallo, who was mentioned by Abdurrahman Diallo, a journalist who commented during the helicopter crash. He looks very much like him. He has his glasses on and his hair is shaved in the same manner, skin cut. Back to the guy as he says something in a local language. If you're watching this video and you understand the language, what he's saying, drop a comment so that others will understand. By making an educated guess, he might just be hailing the pilot or appreciating the full view of the helicopter. Here, he doesn't focus on the three men stuffing a bag. Either he knows what is going on already, or it simply doesn't interest him. It's not clear what's inside the plastic bags. Of course, the video quality is low. It has gone through many steps of compression on many social media sites. Zooming in doesn't reveal much because its resolution is quite low. There's something written on the back of this guy's yellow t-shirt. It's not legible because of the low resolution, of course. Wait a minute. It says OGF something. Is that Z or L? And under it says Soutenir President Alpha Condé, which simply means support President Alpha Condé. This shows a pattern. This guy standing here has the same yellow around his neck. Usman Diarra is holding the same yellow in his hands. Even as he returns, you will see some bystanders wearing the same yellow t-shirts and caps. What does that tell you? It seems these are souvenirs for a campaign. Remember who might have released this video? It's most likely Usman Diarra, because he handed the phone to the guy recording in the entire event. And since he doesn't show what's behind him or in front of the helicopter, it seems that whatever is there, whether it's another helicopter, was what Sanwo-Olu was filming. Only Sanwo-Olu's video can prove this. Let's go back to his approach to Tinubu and the pilot. Two men are rushing back to the pilot to deliver a message. Maybe it's about the Suma he sent them to give something to. They both respond in a local language and one says Deuxième partie aussi. Which means his second or the second one has also left. He might be referring to Suma, which means he didn't find Suma to deliver the message and Suma's deputy or whoever is next to him wherever he was wasn't around also. The atmosphere is that of an election season. As you can see, they were brimming with smiles. Tinubu, Diarra, and Sanwo-Olu. The question now is, what was Tinubu doing with this guy in Guinea during their presidential campaign? Tinubu is friends with Alpha Condé, the former president of Guinea. He came to campaign for him, but he doesn't speak French. How did he communicate with the electorate? Maybe that's the work of Diarra. So if Tinubu can't communicate in French, what effect will his presence have in the campaign? Maybe he just came to support him financially. And when one makes a financial support in this capacity, there must be a reward. Another thing is Diarra was once fingered by some suspects as being the mastermind of a drug seizure worth about $2 million. And somehow all the packages went missing in the police custody. And faced with no evidence to prosecute, the suspects recanted their confession. That was how the matter died off. This video was definitely released by Usman Diarra himself to show off his links with Tinubu and also the governor of Lagos. Look at how they are humbly sitting in the same helicopter in another country. Would that have been the same in Nigeria? There are reports that Usman Diarra is busy bragging that his friend is now the president-elect in Nigeria. So this video is a confirmation of what Diarra is telling people. He released it for the purpose. That was why he made sure it was recorded for future bragging rights. Now, let's see what's happening here as he came back to hand the phone back to Diarra. Something on the ground piqued his interest. Why will something that looks like wipes pique his interest? As he was zooming in on the object, Sanwo-Olu was still filming with his right hand and quickly changed to his left hand and blocked the camera lens with his right hand. Why block the camera if there's nothing to hide, or was it just a natural reflex to prevent the guy from taking the wipes? which he eventually did anyway, as you can hear the guy saying thank you.
Thank you.
More information is needed here to know why Sanwo-Olu reacted the manner he did, although there are ways that smart people hide something in plain sight, which reduces suspicion, because one will say, if this is contraband, why is it in plain sight? Why is it not hidden? Anyway, however you look at it, these guys are smart enough not to do something like that, especially when they know it's a campaign season, there are many people moving around, cameras everywhere. It is simply unfounded in this video. Diarra might have released this video to improve his reputation, but back home in Nigeria, this video has generated many negative opinions about Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu. People are now digging to find more info about the relationship between Tinubu and Diarra, who doesn't have a reputation anyway. There are reports that it was Diarra that facilitated the issuance of the Guinean diplomatic passport to Tinubu, which might mean that it was through Diarra that he came to know Alpha Conde. If it is true, that means something must have brought them together before politics. It could be anything, business, interest, politics, whatever. And it goes to show the kind of man that Tinubu is. As they say, show me your friend and I will show you the kind of person you are. Why are Tinubu's associates always people of questionable character? Thanks for watching.
Kakaki Social. I'm Rena Obozege. Many thanks for joining me. Now, the President-elect Bola Tinubu and Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu have been spotted in a viral video sitting in a helicopter said to be a Guinea-Conakry chopper. Now, it's not clear when the video was made or what the circumstances surrounding the event were, but they really looked cheerful.
Appelle-moi, chose, DTO. Appelle-moi Souma. Souma! Souma! Tiens, donne-lui ça. Donne-lui ça, tu dis de remettre à Mara.
Avion est filmé. Est-ce qu'on donne la photo là? Ah, on a l'autre pratique.
Abseni. Oh, qu'ils ne vont pas aux mêmes endroits. Allez, il y a un hélicoptère. Le deuxième est parti aussi. Le deuxième est parti. Hein? Regarde. On peut mettre. C'est bon, vous n'avez pas disponible.
Thank you.
You want us to follow him like this?
Okay, so reacting to that is Zul, who says, Guinea connection. I'm not saying they shouldn't go to Guinea, but Nigerian government needs to thoroughly investigate Tinubu and his Guinea connection, because it's not a joke that Guinea is a narcotics hub of Africa. Also reacting to that is Bernard, who wrote quite a long piece, and he says, so many things are happening in this video. First, money is being counted in the background. The suitcase looks like one of those used by Taiwan rice traders. 2, there is a white something on the floor that Sanwo-Olu didn't want us to see. It's looking like Taiwan glucose. He used his hands to block the camera. 3, very minimal security here, very unusual for a sitting African president and a diplomat. And 4, Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu weren't comfortable with the cameraman. Well, Namde Sabisha just pointing out my observations. And then he continued to say that whatever Sanwo-Olu was doing in Guinea wasn't on behalf of Lagos State. He also never posted about his visit to Guinea. How can a governor meet a president and not tell anyone? The silence of both Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu on this visit is highly suspicious and should be questioned by well-meaning Nigerians. Well, also reacting to that is Abba, who says could be a tissue paper pack. Well, he munched this part of the video and shared it, attaching it, and he said it's possibly a tissue paper. But then reacting to him is Pale Mouse, who says long, and Sanwo-Olu had to quickly cover the recorder's camera, and we could hear noise coming from the package, supposedly in the process of trying to hide it. Bro, come on. More reactions coming in from Sugar of Africa. He also watched this part of the video and he says, I guess they were exchanging ideas here. Well, Festus Keyamo is saying that some people who said someone is not their president-elect are anxiously inquiring about his whereabouts. Well, talk about the futility and buffoonery of living in denial. Away from that, barely 3 weeks after his release, a social media influencer Nnamdi Chude has been arrested again. He was taken into custody after honoring a police invitation at their force headquarters here in Abuja over an alleged defamation claim by businessman Emeka Offor. So the earlier arrest on March 18 in Anambra State during the election was for the same claim. This time, we cannot exactly say what the development is, as it is yet to make it to the public. But his lawyer, that's Chude's lawyer, has said that the police have prepared charges and his client, that's Chude, may be arraigned this morning, Thursday morning, before a magistrate in the nation's capital. So reacting to that is Nick A, who says the place is a big joke, to say it politely. When did defamation suit become a felony that warrants an arrest? I hope the person that signed and carried out these arrest warrants are themselves arrested and put on trial for malfeasance. David says, don't seem to understand the legal system in Nigeria. When a wealthy man reports a case, arrests are quickly made even before the court judgment. But when a poor man reports a case, the rich man will be invited, questioned, and let go. One nation, two systems. More reactions coming in from Omo Oduduwa Bon Jolly. He says, what is surprising about the rearrest? Shoot the way I know, if you don't break conditions for earlier arrest. I mean, this same guy deleted the apology video. That aside, the case is still on. Well, we will all see it play out. He will be fine or not. So, the first time he was arrested, he was asked to make a video, an apology video that he posted before he was allowed to go. So after leaving their custody, he was quick to delete it. So that's what the earlier user was referring to. But Omoyele Sowore is saying that Nigeria police must free Chude, as there is no criminal offense involved in the so-called defamation of Emeka Offor. If Offor feels he was defamed, he should file a civil lawsuit. Stop using police for dirty jobs. The outgoing IG must desist henceforth from criminalizing freedom of speech. #revolution now. Well, Offor is saying that you people will be treating nonsense and accusing very powerful people of stuff you cannot prove, all the while hoping that you are too small for them to notice you, even as your followers retweet the allegations aggressively. Emeka Offor has filed defamation charges against that Chude kid, and he is about to find out how many of his followers would donate to his legal fund. When I said that one should always prefix allegedly when making such allegations, and one young truth to power speaker called me a coward who doesn't understand the power youths have. Well, Chigo Zirim says, I'm very happy that both Emeka Offor and Nnamdi Chude are Igbos. Nobody will come and cry about maltreatment from the north or southwest. Now, family matter. Well, let's see if it will be treated as family matter. Well, this is a post that is being referred to. He made this in March, where he said that Bola Tinubu called Emeka Offor to beg Peter Obi to accept the rigged results. By the way, he's a supporter of the Labour Party, the Obedient Movement particularly. And he says that if he's sure the people voted for APC and he won the election, that's Tinubu, if Tinubu is sure he won the election, why is he running around pleading with everyone to help beg Peter Obi to accept the result? That is the post in contest. We will see how all of this play out, maybe from the sitting today. And then a lone protester has taken to the streets to demand that she is remanded in place of a relationship expert, Blessing Okoro, who has been in prison for 2 weeks now for failing to meet her bail terms. So Blessing CEO, as she's famously known as, was locked up on the 1st of April over alleged cyberbullying of Folashade Samuels, that's the sister of late Bimbo Ogbonna, the wife to businessman Ikechukwu Ogbonna, fondly called IVD. So IVD's wife died in a fire that occurred in their house, but because there were earlier reports of domestic violence, Bimbo's family is accusing him of involuntary manslaughter of their daughter. So back to the protester now. Her reasons for saying that they should be replaced are that Blessing did not commit any offense, plus she needs to go for her regular checkup.
She needs to go to the hospital. She needs to go for checkup. She needs to treat her ass. Free Blessing CEO. You can come and arrest me and this Blessing CEO. I call upon you, Nigerian police. Nigerian police, so Lagos State Police. Free Blessing CEO. You guys should free Blessing CEO. She not kill anybody. Muna free her. Muna free Blessing CEO. Muna free her. Free my motivational speaker. Oh, free her for me. I'm one of her fans. Muna free Blessing CEO.
Okay, let's see how netizens are finding this on the space of social media. Ayafe is saying Blessing CEO always warn young girls to date, not to date broke men. In fact, never to date broke men. Today, she's in prison because she doesn't have 10 million naira for bail. Why are rich boyfriends not showing up? Question. Also reacting to that is Kose, who says, my thought about Blessing CEO. Some people are begging online community to raise some funds for her. So all the money she dey boast, all the money where she dey boast says she gets, where all the big connections she said she gets, where them? All her big rich sugar daddies she alleged say she gets, where them? That's my only concern. If you cannot be real with people, you will deserve what comes to you and you will only blame yourself for it. So everything are just packaging to own her followers on social media. A real big lesson. Well, Christine is saying that I know many ladies who see her as role model, but now she needs 10 million naira and those women cannot rally around and raise the money. Where is women supporting women? Blessing CEO has confessed that she doesn't have the 10 million naira to bail herself at the moment, and it's understandable because she recently did liposuction. She has obviously used all her money to do bomb without knowing she would have police case. Women, are you all going to let your fellow woman stay in jail? Right? Does that sound like a blackmail though? Well, Ozzy is saying that they cannot show up because they are all married, referring to the people she has bragged about. He said no married man can come and help out for family issues, but once she's out, they will still give her the money. Okay, to our final story today. Well, our bail application will be heard on May 30. Maybe by then, help would have come her way. Well, we still have a final story, but for time factor, we have to go now. I'll see you tomorrow. Adora, good morning. Hi, Perry.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Women supporting women, you're asking me. I'm out of this one. Women supporting women, I'm out of this.
I think even just seeing the share love from that fan, got to me, and I think for anything, I think that was really commendable. But beyond that, people would say what they feel like. They probably don't even know half of the story.
True. And
that the fact that somebody looks at cosmetology or will I say body surgery to augment look doesn't mean that they should not really have problems, because maybe at the time she had the money, she didn't know she was going to end up in jail. But for the sake of the Blessing CEO fan, I think they should just let her go.
Well, she's been allowed to go, only that the bail terms have to be met. Otherwise, she'll be there till May 30 when the case will be revisited. Hopefully, help comes our way.
Don't look at me.
He for she.
Women supporting women, the both of you should do something.
Thank you, Rana. Thank you so much.
Now, microblogging site Twitter has retrieved its legacy blue tick given to public persons like politicians, celebrities, and journalists. The blue tick has always helped to identify imposters, but the new owner of the Twitter, Elon Musk, is saying that he wishes to get rid of the mark because it shows that is elitist in nature, and moving forward you have to pay $8 for a monthly subscription as an individual and $18 as an organization. So let's see how people are finding this on the space of social media. Reacting to this is Edie, who says Twitter just removed the blue check marks from those who don't pay for Twitter Blue. I understand Elon's need to generate more revenue, but I personally feel that blue checks should be grandfathered in. Some people spent years building up accounts and building a presence on this platform. They did so without the assumption of having to eventually pay for it. Now it is extremely difficult for their fans to differentiate their posts from imposters' posts unless they pay. Jason says, I'm not against Twitter Blue, but making celebrities and influencers pay for bringing their audience to your platform is kind of crazy. More reactions from Micah, who says, wasn't the original point of Twitter Blue to remove the check as an elitist setting? And now you all are acting elitist because you are willing to pay $8 a month. And B-Man says, hi, Elon Musk, you said Twitter Blue will be only a tiny fraction of Twitter's revenue. Main argument for the $8 is to fight bots. So to make this more believable and increase willingness for Twitter Blue subscription, why not announce Twitter Blue money will be transferred to charity? I would subscribe. Nafeti tweeting at First Ladyship is saying that I hope the Nigerian government at all levels will not add Twitter legacy verification annual fee in their annual budget. Nigerian governments and officials should pay for Twitter blue check marks from their personal savings. And last reaction coming in from Genius, who says, if all celebrities don't like what Elon Musk do, make una go call to... So let's talk about Yoruba jobs for Yoruba people hashtag currently trending on the social media. It all started when a trend asking people what they studied and what they do now. So this lady from Anambra State, Chisomaga Tonia, responded and said she studied mass communication, but right now she is a train driver. It turned out that the train she drives is a Lagos State Blue Rail train. Apparently, her Twitter profile was visited, and some posts suggesting that she's not a fan of Tinubu were found on her timeline. So she was queried online like, why are you not supporting the government that employed you? Well, for people in her defense, Tinubu is not a party to the Lagos State government, and so she wasn't all wrong for having a presidential candidate different from him. So people have tagged the Lagos State government to several of Tonia's posts asking that she is sacked. And to deepen the cause for the sack and to ensure that no non-Yoruba is ever again employed by any Yoruba government, a Twitter user tweeting at Yoruba Goddess started a hashtag Yoruba jobs for Yoruba people. So that's the story, and they have a banner where they've listed some areas in Nigeria where they consider qualified for employment in any establishment, and those areas are Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, and the Yoruba speaking local government areas in Kwara, 12 local government areas, Kogi 6 local government areas, Delta 3 Isekiri local government areas, and Akoko Edo local government area in Edo State. So do you still have a job? Reacting to that is Omar Odua, who says, this is tribalism now. What do we stand to achieve with this? This is how xenophobia started in South Africa. Also reacting to that is Ida, who says, you probably need to rephrase or give a befitting context. For example, Yoruba jobs created, owned, and 100% funded by Yorubas is for only Yoruba people. It's better that way, don't you think so? Another social media is saying that I love this. Wow. Have been waiting for this to spearhead a movement that recognizes Niger Deltans for Niger Delta jobs. Please garner more support and make the movement viable. So I would anchor ours on our premise, hashtag Niger Deltas for Niger Delta jobs only. At Ayan is saying that I just knew the poster wasn't living in Nigeria before I checked her profile. Stuff they can't do elsewhere, they project it here. It's sad. Should it be only Yoruba doctors to treat Yorubas too, or your tribe is requested before you can donate blood for an emergency? More reactions coming in from Princess Adeola, who says she will not get sacked. More Igbos will still get jobs in Yoruba land. We are welcoming people and we won't let any yeye agenda on Twitter divide us. I mean, I see people from different tribes every day. They are not angry or showing offenses when related with you people. Aisha Yesufu is also reacting to that, and she says, Yoruba jobs for Yoruba people until you realize the companies are not owned by the Yorubas. Hashtag no to tribalism. Well, Oham says that guy holding that banner should go and drive the train now. They should ensure only Yorubas board that train. We would wait for them somewhere with media team to report the incident. I wish them well. More reactions coming in from all crews of Africa saying that the Sikari banner give person whenever chop. Well, that's everything on that. Moving away from that now, a video of a US-based woman wailing about the house her brother built for her in Nigeria has gone viral on the social media. In the video, the US returnee is lamenting as she laid curses on her brother Obina for building her trash.
What am I gonna do? After several 40-some years in America, and I've been saving all kinds of money just from building a house and sending it to Obina. This crooked brother of mine, Obina. This is what I have. Y'all see that? Look at the house sinking house. That's what this guy's got me. This is supposed to be a two-story building. What the heck? Y'all should look at it. Look at the gutter. Look at the water. Look at all of the places. Jehovah. What the heck is this? I trusted my brother. And I've been asking my parents, are you sure? Are you sure this little boy or this Obina is taking care of my stuff? And my parents said yes. They never came. They also trusted Obina. Like, I mean, just look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? Oh my God! Just look at what I've got. Oh, who am I going to report you to, Obina? I'm going to persecute you to the full extent of the law.
Well, over to some reactions now. On Instagram is saying that, please, the previous slide, thank you. He said people we trust often do this. Even as we discuss Obina's wickedness here, some heartless friends and relatives still do it to someone abroad. I can imagine what it feels like to have all your life efforts wasted, not by an outsider, but by a blood relative. It's really disheartening. Well, another user says, you are even lucky that he has a structure on the land. Some would even lay any foundation, talk less of building anything. No man to be trusted. Another social media user is saying that, and I bet her parents will ask her to forgive Obina, but the parents are wicked too. They should know who Obina was. Like I keep saying, it is always the closest people that are your worst enemy. To our final story now, the mayor of Manchester, Andy, on Thursday met with Pope Francis at the Vatican to pledge a commitment to tackling climate change. On the sideline of the private audience meeting, a frame of a signed shirt of Manchester United defender Lisandro Martins was presented to the Pope as a gift with an accompanying message that reads, Your Holiness, with much love from Licha. Now, is the Pope a fan of Martins is one question from this so far, but let's see other comment. Reacting to that is Brother Bernard, who says, so Pope watches football? Well, actually, is he a sin? No. Erin says, the Pope accepting a red devil shirt makes absolutely no sense to me. And replying to that is Greentop, who says, more random, the Pope and Lisandro Martins are Argentines. Martins just won the World Cup with Argentina. What's so surprising beside getting reaction for your own business? Another social media, and lastly, say that From Abdullah, he's saying, wow, Licha deserves more things like this than that season-ending injury.
So guys, let's focus on the analysis video on Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu's presence in Guinea. One would wonder, what did they go there to do? And on what occasion did they go there? You know, Sanwo-Olu is known to be the governor of Lagos State. Was there any time there was an official announcement of him going to Guinea? And what exactly were they even doing there? Honestly, these are some of the questions Nigerians should make bold to come out to ask, because we don't want people that have all these dubious characters to be in places of power. You can imagine some of these things, you know, surfacing. That tells you that there are a lot of secrets that these people have buried under the ground that they don't want the Nigerian people to know about. And these are the people that want to take over the presidency. Honestly, you know, I don't even know what to say. Sometimes I lack words to describe what I see in Nigeria, honestly. So guys, you have seen it for yourself. This video has been making the rounds on the social media. People have been talking, people have been, you know, criticizing, people have shown their dissatisfaction, honestly, when it comes to Bola Tinubu. The controversy keep rising every day, as in every day there is something new to talk about. Is this the kind of person that wants to take over the Aso Rock? That is the question we should be asking. So guys, you have seen it for yourself. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.